dressed in ghastly garb. Huh? Whoa, you weren't right about young Tiki. You're kidding me.
Of course, worthless worms with nothing better to do would waste their time at a harvest festival.
You're kidding me. No. What? There's a pumpkin pin on freaking... This is amazing.
Prepare to be eaten.
This feels like a Easter thing too, you know? I can't recognize who this is. Who is this?
You're looking at a bona fide master of mischief.
Oh, it is
Who should I
Zane.
impersonate next?
That's one of the guesses that people put out there, but people thought it was be Rochi instead. He's a Joker.
Boo!
Whoa. Whoa, that's cool looking. Oh, that's Goldea? What's his name again?
If it's candy you are after,
No, take it easy.
I have
Oh, jeez.
amassed something of a stockpile.
My bad. Armored Dragon. I can't believe I screwed that up. I remember him. Wait, Goldea is his country, right? Holy crap!
I will take my tribute in sweets.
I need to read that.
We're spooky. Ooh. I'll join the fun.
She's so cute. Oh, this is Harmonic Tiki. Plus 28 attack, 13 speed. Okay, harmonized skill. Unit allies within the same tails. Grants another action. What?
Did I scare you?
Another action? Did I read that?
Got it.
What? That's an answer.
Where to? I'll keep you
Wait,
safe.
what? She just refreshed a dancer. What the heck? I need to read that. I didn't even read it. I just saw a little bit of it. Our free hero's right there. That's the daughter of Dheginsea, or granddaughter. Oh man. Okay, guys, this banner. It's Halloween. Now, there were a bunch of heroes in here that we were asking for. Now, no Orochi, of course, but this is a really interesting banner. I actually do appreciate that Shadow Master Luigi at least got young Tiki right, even though he's wrong about Naga, but it's close enough. Ninian and young Tiki would be pretty cool together. This, though, I can't believe this is a real thing. I cannot believe this is a real thing. Do you guys believe Grima? Okay, it's not a... This looks so goofy. Dheginsea getting hit in crotch. Yeah, he's way too big. But no, this is a goofy banner. There's a bunch of dragons, by the way. The free hero will be a dragon as well. This is...
Apparently we can dance dancers and steal even more buffs this Halloween. I kinda dig it.
I want to see it. I want to read the rest of that, because I only read the first part and it was already crazy to me. And to see you refresh a dancer... Now, you guys might be like, what's the point of refreshing a dancer? Well, if you refresh a dancer, the dancer can still dance somebody. And because you're not even using your turn to refresh the dancer, and you saw how big the range was, I need to read that. But that could do a lot, especially for harmonized battles where you need as much movement as you can get. That could make things so much easier. Anyways, going back to Grima, can you believe Grima would actually dress like this? It's like a variation of how she's like dressed, like actually dressed. But instead, she's wearing short shorts. And is this a were-bunny? A werewolf? I couldn't really tell. But it fits her because of the red eyes. But it just looks so goofy and dorky. And there's a tail. This just looks so goofy. And the pin on Grima. That's the clincher for me. That's too cool for me. Now, for those asking about whether dragons can use null follow-up or not, if you just look back to Corrin, I believe male Corrin and female Corrin both had null follow-up. Drift versions. So to quickly show it off, dragons already had null follow-up, and they could already use
Also,
it.
Zane is the 4-star.
Zane is the force. Okay, thanks. I need to go back and look at that. So this got brought up earlier, and yeah, no, they could already use it. one of the dragons came with it. With that said, though, Dragon's Ire immediately caught my eye. If unit's HP is over 50% and foe initiates combat, neutralizes effects that prevent unit's follow-up attack, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. So this is a better... Oh, it's... Neutralizes effects that prevents unit's follow-up attack.
Grima has a thigh strap. Am sold.
Okay. Okay, 1 sec. Let me try to get through the skill first. So in other words, they introduced the HP threshold, but the ability to prevent units' follow-up attacks are gone. So like Waries and whatnot are gone, and you make a guaranteed fall attack. And that was not part of it. It was before, it was skills that prevent unit on making a fall attack during combat. It's now changed to making a guaranteed fall attack. So this all automatically allows you to double. Yes. Okay. Yes, she's flying. Let me... Come on, guys. Give me a sec. So Dragon's Ire is going to be inheritable, and that's going to give a lot of dragons a really good extra tool. Anyways, with that said, Moonless Breath is her weapon. Unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. If unit's within 2 spaces of an ally and deals damage to foe using a special, restores 30... Okay. Restores 30% of unit's maximum HP. Yeah. Okay. There it is. That is a better DC. This is better than Expiration by far. Holy crap. If unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, you get extra healing. So if you have Noontime, so that's 30% and another 30%. That's a lot of self-restoration. That's pretty nutty. Okay, wow. So it stacks with Noontime really well. In other words, immediately you want a fast special, but it doesn't just stack with Noontime. With Noontime, it's 30% and 30% of healing, but you can go for a damage special and you can still get damage and 30% healing. So that's actually really, really good. That's one of the conundrums a lot of characters face nowadays. You either go Noontime for fast healing, but then you don't get the extra damage. That's not something Grima's going to have to deal with. Well, Halloween Grima. Hold on, let me... Axelis says, isn't Null unavailable for flyers? She's a flyer. Yep, that's the thing. So Dragon's Ire opens things up for flying dragons, which is weird because flying dragons also have access to, what is it called again? Dive Bomb. So there's a trade-off. Dive Bomb allows you to attack so long as you're both over 80% HP. You get attack and you get attack. Whereas Dragon's Ire is null follow-up and a guaranteed follow-up attack. But it's not attack and attack. Your opponent can counterattack. So it's a variation, I guess. Okay, with that said, Dragon Skill, this is just looking to me to be a much improved Grima. Legendary Grima, much improved Legendary Grima. Dragon Skill, neutralizes effect against flying bonuses just like the original Grima. Let me bring up the original Grima for everyone to see so you guys can get an idea of how big of a change this is. Now, please ignore how bad my Grima is. She wasn't great IVs, and I didn't really want to use her for much, but I still used her a lot. With that said, the original Dragon Sin was simply neutralize effect against flying bonuses, and if only she's combat grants defense res +4 during combat. And of course, we went over her weapon. Moonless Breath is much better than Expiration because there's guaranteed healing on it when you trigger a special, as long as you have an ally within 2 spaces. So this is already a big change. With that said, we're also going from legendary and colorless to green and flying, so changes abound. Anyways, Dragon Skill. If foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is 100% at start of combat, inflicts attack res -6 on foe and grants special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat. That is so much better than Dragon Skin. That is not even close. What the hell? So Dragons can give you defense res +4, but you're dropping their attack and res by 6. And you can use this on both offense and defense. If your foe's initiating, always works. But if your foe's 100% HP, you can use this offensively. That's not even close. That's way better than Dragon Skin. That's a legitimate power creep, but fine. Fair enough. Legendary Grima. She's mad old. Fine, but still, that's so much better. And of course, the original Legendary Grima came with Cancel Affinity, which is now Dragon's Ire, which of course Dragon's Ire makes much more sense. And then she has Go Dragons. So all in all, this is a very impressive kit because special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat means as soon as you hit her, her 2 cooldown specials all trigger immediately. If you can't one-shot her, she's healing 60% of damage dealt. because of noontime, or 30% with another special, in which case she can kill you. This is looking very, very impressive. And with Dragon's Ire, if units HP is over 50% in phony shit's combat, you can make a guaranteed fall attack. So even if they outspeed you, you're going to double them back. That is very, very good. Also, that goes to say, Dive Bomb versus Dragon's Ire are very different. Even though flying dragons can use Dive Bomb, that's an offensive skill, and Dragon's Ire is a defensive skill. If that wasn't obvious. So yeah, immediately our first hero is already really, really good. And much better than her previous self. This is another person. You know, if she were colorless, it would be 100% power creep, but she's not, so it's not quite 100%, but every skill is much better, and come on, every stat's gonna be much better too. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know who Zane was until people mentioned him yesterday, and I looked him up. But I'll be honest, ever since I saw those cards flying around, I thought, it might be Remu. Obviously not, because that's not even somebody from Fire Emblem universe. And then people kept memeing about Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I just thought it was like Jaden or somebody. I was so confused. I couldn't see anybody here. And then of course everyone's saying Orochi, but I was thinking to myself, that's a bit too obvious, even though it makes sense. It can't be Orochi. That's how it felt to me. So I didn't see this coming, but there were a few people who guessed Zane. Carlos, Mage, Infantry. So he joins Bramimund.
Zane level 1 4-star can win Aether Raids best beat unit poggers.
I want to see this first. He is the 4-star hero in this banner, so he's the easiest one to get, and he has a perf. Joker's Wild grants HP plus 5. Units attack speed, defense, res equals highest respective stat from among allies within 2 spaces during combat. Hold on a second. Isn't he just a better... Am I mistaken here? Isn't this just a better Erica? Right? Base Erica, even Resplendent. Even with Resplendent, I think Zane has more BST than Resplendent Erica. Or is this... I'm saying Petra as well. Not the same? Okay, units attack speed, defense, res equals highest respective stat from among allies within 2 spaces during combat. Was highest respective stat from... Oh! Okay. Calculate G's stat bonus independently at start of combat. If unit stat is highest, unit stat will decrease. I see. Okay, so that's interesting. Some of you guys are pointing out that his stats can possibly get lowered. I'm sorry, I don't have Petra. That's actually such a unique interaction. So from what I understand, then if you put like say you're in Aether Raids and you put Mila next to him, he gets Mila's defense, Mila's res, assuming. But if you have something like super high attack at base, like say like Edelgard, for example, Brave Edelgard, he'll scan like all the characters within 2 spaces and take the best stats of each of them and then put it together. Wow. So he's basically like a conduit of stats. You can basically put the best team together and then he just takes the best aspects of every hero and puts it together and he's your fighter. Holy shit. That name is making much more sense now. Joker's Wild? That is such a wild card. If you just build a very strong team around him and he takes all the best stats of everybody, Jesus, can you imagine that? So for example, if you run Fortress Defense Res Mila, now you have extra defense, extra res, you can get to like 50 defense, 50 res very easily, and then you get somebody with really high attack and really high speed. So you can have somebody you essentially could put together a hero with, yeah, just insane attack, speed, defense, and res. And because Joker's Wild adds 5 HP, his HP isn't going to be bad. This is going to be very interesting. Now, you got to build a team around him, but he'll make it worthwhile. Yeah. As Axelis pointed out, he'll take the strongest stats of all those characters, and that's amazing. You know what? This is actually holy shit. This is actually a... I don't want to say it yet, but like this is actually a S tier Aether Raids character. Aether Raids, because you got to build an entire team around him, but it's not quite the same for everything else. Because he's colorless, because he's infantry, he only has one weakness, And that's just here's a target
HP is
colorist.
his best boon, no kappa.
Yeah, you would get plus HP because all his other stats you would just take from somebody else. Wow. Like, I'm so impressed. To be honest, the rest of his kit doesn't matter because with a perf like that, you can make him the best character in the game, essentially. As long as you put the other best characters in the game next to him, then he'll become that. Now, it should be noted that he can't take their specials. It's just their stats. But he could be the highest stat hero in the game in effect. Anyways, he has reposition, attack res form, and infantry hexblade. So he's a good way of getting attack res form or infantry hexblade. Which infantry hexblade is mad underrated. It was on, I believe, Hubert before. Yeah, I think it was Hubert. And yeah, most people could not get it. Because if you got Hubert, you would rather have Roar Fox for your red mages. So, wow, I'm looking forward to Zane. And because he's a 4-star hero, if you plus 10 Zane, I think you're pretty well set. As a colorless infantry. Oh my god, do you guys see his stats up top? Attack plus 22, speed plus 8, defense plus 16, res plus 16. If you run a bunch of support allies near him, giving him extra stats, and then you run a bunch of heroes with incredibly high stats.
The one skill that locked Hubert to 5 stars got demoted in the end. That is hilarious.
I mean, most people got Hubert for Roar Fox anyways. Okay. This is the wild card. I'm really impressed here, actually. Okay. Because he's magical, he's colorless, he's infantry, not many true weaknesses. He can potentially sweep entire teams. If you put close full on him, or close counter, hell, you don't even have to sweep enemy heroes anymore. If you run a lull on him as well, oh my god, he can just beat everything. Okay.
One thing though, Zane will be the worst target for dragon flowers.
The worst target for dragon flowers? What do you mean? He only kept 5. Alright. Alright, Dheginsea. This is somebody that everyone's been waiting for a long time. I'm also really interested in seeing this because I wasn't really sure how they want to treat Path of Radiant and Radiant Dawn dragons, because the way dragons are in that game are different in other games. They're more like beasts. So let's see what it does for him. He's armored red dragon. Oh man. Wait, you guys are right. What if Zane is just level 1? As long as he has his tome, he gets their stats anyways. That's interesting. Okay. Anyways, Black Fire Breath. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, inflicts attack res -5 on foe during combat and neutralizes foes' bonuses to attack res from skills like Fortify, Rally, etc. during combat. If foes range equals 2, calculates damage using lower of foes' defense or res. So he has to be alone, which also helps him transform, I would presume. Because he is a dragon, he's going to have the dragon... Wait, what? That's interesting. That's like a cross between dragons in this game and beasts, because beasts will transform when they're alone, but dragons, it doesn't affect them. You can put dragons next to anybody, they don't transform. Okay. Anyways, he drops attack res -5 on foe during combat and neutralizes foes' bonuses to attack res during combat. So you can't buff for attack and res, and he drops your attack and res. Makes sense. He also has Draconic Aura, boosts damage by 30% of units attack. Not a lot of heroes use Draconic Aura because mathematically it probably makes more sense to go for like Bonfire or something, but we'll see. He also has Sturdy Stance 3. If foe initiates combat, grants attack defense +6 during combat, and inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. So it's essentially attack defense +6 when attacked, and he has guard. He also has Slick Fighter. What's with these new defensive armor skills? If unit's HP is over 25% and foe initiates combat, neutralizes penalties on unit during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Ooh.
Sick skill you got there, bro.
You should say slick skill. So the entire idea here is, if you're debuffed, they're now gone, and if your opponent has buffs, they're now gone. So, for attack and res anyways. So essentially, you can't fight him with buffs, and you can't debuff him, so long as he's over 25%. And it also acts as a guaranteed, essentially a guaranteed QR, but it's way better because it's 25% instead of 75. Or instead of 80. So, yeah. Wait. What is QR again? I don't even remember anymore. I just realized I don't remember QR's percentage anymore. It's 70. Okay, I'm right. Wait, did I say 80? It's 70. I originally said 70. I was just like, wait, was it 70? I don't remember anymore. Nobody uses QR anymore. Oh, man. Okay. With Slick Fighter, it neutralizes penalties on units during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. So that's really nice. That B skill is really nice. So with his A skill, you can't charge specials. With his B skill, you can't debuff him. And with his weapon, you can't buff your attack and res. Great. He really doesn't care about all the extra stuff in the battles. I guess it'd be nice if he got something like Grima's, or sorry, not Grima, Brahman's C skill, so that he can neutralize like drives and whatnot. But that'd probably be broken, and he's so big. Is he getting chopped in the? He's getting chopped in the. He's getting chopped on the side of his leg. Bruh. Anyways. But this is probably going to be the best hero on the banner. Well, that's hard because Zane is so good. But look at those two. They're so cute together. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's a good kit they put together. Yeah, this year it's not full armored. A lot of these Halloween heroes... Wait, I think all the Halloween banners have been fully armored. So it's the first time they broke through that. Because now we have flyers. Okay, but going back... No, seriously, guys. They look so cute together. I love Tiki. Well, not love, but she's so cute. And, man, she's been memorable for me ever since I first saw her as a kid. When I first saw the poster for Chow Dragon. Anyways, she has Frostfire Breath. With against dragon foes, grants attack +3. If bonus is active on unit, grants attack speed +6 during combat. So if you put any bonus on her, attack speed +6. That's nice. Wait a second. I'm gonna double check real quick. She's blue flying. Uh-oh, she's already gonna give Lilith some competition. The Lilith is a teleporting hero, so there's gonna be some differences. Though she has aerobatics, so she's gonna teleport too. If bonus is active, attack speed +6 during combat, which is going to be good because Tiki historically has had mediocre attack, but pretty good speed. So that probably puts her into a really high echelon there. And also grants its bonus to a unit's attack equals total bonuses on unit's defense and res. What? Times 1.5 during combat. What is this?
Minions, their phenoms.
Okay, Zeno. Thanks. I noticed that. I didn't want to talk about it. As soon as I talk about it, everyone's going to call me a weirdo. But thank you. I noticed. Anyways, that's crazy because if you give her, say, Fortified Dragon for 6 defense and 6 res, it now becomes into what? 9 attack and 9 attack, so 18. Bonus to unit equals attack equals total bonuses on units defense and res times 1.5 during combat. So yeah, if you have 6 and 6, that's 12, and you times that 1.5, it's 18. So if you just run Fortified Dragon on Tiki, doesn't she just get 18 extra attack? Wow. Oh, it's basically like a Blade Tome effect, right? Ah, I see. But it's only for defense and res. And it's 1.5x instead of 1. That is impressive. So in other words, if you fully buff her up, say Legendary Zero fully buffs her up, her attack total is incredible because she gets attack speed +6 during combat just by having a bonus, and then the 1.5x magnification on defense and res. This could be one of the hardest hitting, if not the hardest hitting hero in the game, and still be really, really fast at it too. Wow. All these heroes are absurd. Man, guys, chat. All these banners, I keep saying, look, so-and-so hero is super good. And you're like, Nims, you're overrating it. But like, they're literally putting in ridiculous crap nowadays. Like, Shinon with Deadeye was super cool. Jill was one of the fastest heroes just by, like, at non-merge, neutral. And now Tiki, Zane. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Anyways, Frostfire Breath is mad good. And as a harmonized hero, this is going to be very, very interesting, as we'll see in a bit. Anyways, she has Rally Up Speed Plus. Well, she doesn't even need that. That's a new skill. Wow, okay, well, sure. That gives you the max scoring. Attack Speed Push 4. We already know how good Attack Speed Push 4 is. Makes a lot of sense. Aerobatics with everyone. So she's going to teleport around with... Because with everyone triggers, so 5 and 5, so it's 7.5, 7.5, the game rounds down. Well, actually, no, it doesn't, because 7.5 plus 7.5 equals total bonuses. So that actually gets to 15. And then a 1.5x magnification. So with everyone, she has all time, she's buffing her attack up. She already gets extra attack from Frostfire Breath, extra attack from attack speed push. And because with everyone just needs you to start next to somebody and you have aerobatics, she's going to one-shot a ton of heroes. What a ridiculous hero. Look at that. Look at that. Pack plus 28. Speed plus 13. 81 times 2. I'm sorry, I don't think you can outspeed her. And even if you do, she's still hitting an insane amount of damage. Jesus Christ. She's not going to need the second hit for most battles. Alright. This harmonized skill is already looking absurd because we saw Dancer get refreshed. But it says, grants another action to ally of the highest HP that is within 2 spaces. So that ring is really, really high. But with that said, highest HP. So from what I understand from here is, if all your allies have used their action, it'll just target the highest HP. So you don't get a control over it. But if it's only one ally who used their actions, will they be the target that gets targeted? Because it says has already acted. So even though you don't get full control over it, you effectively have control over it. You just have to time it. You just have to time it better. And to be honest, that's hardly a handicap because you don't even use your turn to use the skill. That's crazy. Anyways, and it's from the same titles as units. So again, this is for our harmonic battles. Mostly, it doesn't work on heroes outside the titles. So this would be Mystery.
Here's the team for Aether Raids Dark Season Zane with CC Hell for the SPD Bramimund for the Afune for the Reese and try to buff Sophis for Death. There you have 4 special scoring heroes with the stats you need.
I'm not sure how well this will work for Aether Raids defense because in theory, yes, he gets all those buffs, but as soon as he gets pulled out of position, it doesn't work because he has to stay within 2 spaces. If you just bait Zane to move and attack you, he can get out of range of a ton of those heroes and then die. So I think Zane is more of an offensive hero instead of a defensive hero. Offensive because you can control him and you can set things up better. Anyways, allies with sing or dance can be granted this effect as well. If multiple units meet the conditions, effect will not trigger. Okay, so this is saying if you were trying to big brain this and have like 3 heroes with 50 HP and they all use their turn, you don't get 3 refreshes. It just doesn't work. So that's good. This might have been the first time in the game we got multiple refreshes if they didn't put that in. So I'm glad they're at least aware about how broken that could be had they done that. Additionally, attack speed +4 during combat. So that's a nice throw in. Anyways, the reason why this is pretty nutty is because you can just move up with you can just move a unit, dance that unit, and then use Tiki's harmonized skill, and then your dancer gets her skill back another turn. So you essentially have like, so Tiki essentially she works like a dancer-ish. Not quite the same, but within 2 spaces, she even has a ranged dance essentially, and she can dance somebody or refresh them without even burning her turn. That's stupid. Okay, well. Anyways, as for the free hero, she's right there. I believe that's Enna? I don't remember anymore. It's been forever since I played the Tele series. But yeah, that's also another Goldea dragon. It's Goldea, right? I'm not going crazy. Goldola? Goldola? Oh god damn it. I was going crazy. Ugh, memory problems. Well, not problems. This has been forever since I played the Tele series. That's why, like, as soon as I saw him, like things were flashing in my mind. Anyways, that's your banner. It comes out on the 10th? No, on the 8th. What the? On the 8th, and then it comes out, wait, what? Okay, the banner comes out on the 8th, and it goes for an entire month until November 7th. I'm glad this year's Halloween comes a bit earlier, and it's going to span the entire month. So you got plenty of chances to go for these heroes. Let me know who you guys think will be the best hero in the banner. I'll tell you right now, I think Zane is very, very, very interesting. I really like the fact of, well, we had harmonized Tiki. Very interesting hero. A refresher that hits incredibly hard and is very fast. I'll be honest, Legendary Grima is still really, really good, especially in this context of having like that heal just by having a special trigger and you have accelerated specials. So she's already ridiculous. And then Dheginsea is not a sleeper at all because he doesn't care about your specials. Well, he cares about your specials if you have it ready immediately, but he doesn't care about you charging your specials. He doesn't care about your buffs, and he doesn't care about you debuffing him. So that's a very impressive unit as well. All in all, this is a great set of heroes. I can't see a weak link at all. So yeah, good luck on pulling. They're all good.